Good evening, YouTube. This is man with George Page coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, last night was a big event. It was Bellator 267, and they had it across the pond. They had it in jolly old England, and the main event was Lima versus MVP Michael Venom Page. As you know, Lima is the only guy to have defeated Michael Venom Page, and this is more like a revenge fight. To get a little get back because of that loss. And the thing is, Michael Venom Page, MVP, pick up your hands. Don't do that. No, you. He got showed out that first fight with Lima, and he never learned since then. But anyway, surprisingly, the main event of this fight was between two women in the featherweight division. That is one Miss Leah the Curse McCourt and one Miss Jessica the Black Widow Boraga. And these ladies are impressive ladies. They've been in UFC quite some time. Leah, she is from the great from the UK, and it was an opportunity for her to fight in the backyard. And this was a big chance for Jessica to step up, and especially in a big event, especially overseas. Now, Leah McCourt is again from Great Britain. She's also been competing for quite some time. She's been in Bellator for a good bit. She's 5-1 now. She's 5-1, and her last fight was back at 256, where she faced against Gina Harding, and she was having a hard time. Harding was ready to put a whooping on her, and then she got her into a submission, and she won that fight. And, she got she pulled that fight she won about the skin of her teeth. Janaea Harding was really putting some boots to her. And Jessica Boraga, the Black Widow, has been around for quite a while. She hadn't been as long as in Bellator as long as McCourt. And her first fight she won in Bellator, and she was looked like she had a lot of promise. Back in UFC 259, she faced Talita Nagara, and Talita fought Julia Budd for the title not that long ago. And she was put up a good fight. Jessica had good stand up, but the fact was that I think Talita's ground game and her BJJ was just a lot more dominant, and it really the fight didn't the fight went a good amount of the distance, but it's just that it just Leah didn't have Jessica didn't do as good where she wanted to in her second go in Bellator. So these ladies, especially about these ladies, they're both single moms. Leah McCourt has a daughter, and Jessica has a son. And this is a battle between two single moms. I think the children respect and love their mothers, and it was an opportunity for them to prove that what mothers can be champions in MMA, and there are some. Now these ladies, they are from two different parts of the world. Leah from being from the United Kingdom, and Jessica being from here in the backyard. She's from originally from Florida, and this was an opportunity to really show out. Being co-main event in this show, that's a great step up, especially for both of them. Well, anyway, the fight started off a little bit, tentative, and then Leah grabbed um, uh, Jessica and put her against the cage. Jessica put up a good fight, and then they have had a takedown for Leah. But in that takedown, Jessica was tempting with an arm bar and even a Kimura. She was put up a good fight. She wasn't, taking any chances with Leah McCourt. And like I said, I'm a fan of Jessica Boraga. I follow her on social media. We even talked back and forth a bit before while she was over there. But this was a tough fight for Jessica. And Leah, her footwork, her stand up was pretty good. And I know Jessica's a tough girl. She kept on coming forward and taking some of the shots, taking good shots, and then giving a couple of shots, but just not enough volume. And she started to gas out a good bit, and it was just getting difficult. By the second round, there was two takedowns by Leah McCourt, And Jessica tried her best to try to get another submission, but Leah wasn't having it. She kind of stuffed submissions and was took top took a top took top as I say it was it the top I say it again took she was where she was on top of Jessica Good morning to fight. And he was kind of going back and forth, and then went back to stand up. And even though Jessica was throwing some good shots, Lee was just doing better ones. Rights and lefts and jabs. I mean, and Jessica kept going forward. She had that Rocky Balboa mentality. Everybody remember Rocky. Even though she was getting booze and getting hit because we all know she was in the backyard of Leah McCourt. And everybody's gonna go for her home team favorite. But us here in the United States, we're supporting Jessica. She's our Rocky. And at the end, the fight ended. And then these two ladies, were very supportive of each other. And that's the problem with women in MMA. Too friendly. Stop being friends. Stop being buddies. Stop sportsmanship. No. This person you fight against and get away at your win. But like I said, that's how it was any sport. You gotta respect their sportsmanship. So anyway, the win goes to Leah McCourt, the curse, and this is her sixth win. In MMA, she's 6-1 now, and she might have a future climbing up in the division. There's a good chance that she might even face the champion Cyborg someday, all depending on who they put her against. Now, these were the stats from the fight, and you can see total strikes by Leah 74 out of 212 compared to Jessica's 25 out of 139. And then the punches, 38 out of 161 to 19 out of 120 or 127. And one elbow by no elbows, but one elbow attempt, zero by Jessica. Kicks 200 and no 22 to sorry my eyes said that good 22 to 34 to 5 to 11 to Boraga, and these 14 out of 16 to 1 and that's really and takedowns, 4 takedowns in favor of McCourt with 2 submission attempts by Jessica Boraga. And like I said, I follow Jessica on social media. We've been talking back and forth ever since she's been over there. I'm hoping maybe get an opportunity to interview her once she comes back to the States and settle down a little bit. And you know what? Her son, Gage, is proud of his mama, and he should be. She got an opportunity to be in a big event, especially overseas, and to take a co-main event. And she hasn't been in the UFC that long, but an opportunity maybe to step up in the featherweight division. But like I said, this is just one obstacle in her way up into the climb up into the UFC. And I hope the best for her. Like I said, I follow her on social media. She's a fun lady. She does some crazy stuff on there. She's she's one of these people that you got to respect her. Also, she some time ago she was working with Bobby Lashley as one of his valets back in WWE. I'd like to talk about that and that experience. I mean, that's a great thing to be be at some place like with the WWE for a minute. But I think her real focus is in MMA. But the thing is, I think 145 is not a weight class. I think Jessica is. You saw her if you read some of the stats. She's 5'7", and she came in the fight at 145.8. I think she's a natural bantamweight. And the thing is that Bellator needs to open up their bantamweight division. She's fighting, out of a weight class. And I think she's probably more comfortable at 135. She might even, do better. She wouldn't gas as bad because, she would be fighting within her weight, her weight class. And she's fighting borderline close to her natural walk around weight. And I hope they do that. I mean, there's fighters there right now that are struggling at 145 because the fact is that's the weight they only have. And Bellator needs to open up. At that event they had women's strawweight, which I've said this before. In Bellator they had women fighting flyweight where they should be fighting straw. Because this is just you putting people out of their one weight class and they're gonna have time. They're gonna struggle. But she's done pretty good so far. And maybe they'll give her more opportunities when she stepped up and took this event. And fought as a co-main event. She has a look to her, a style to her. I think they might give a push. Bellator, it's not like the UFC. They're not going to cut you as quick just because you have took a couple of hits. Well, they have cut some people, but still, they give some people opportunities than others. But I say I wish her the best of luck for the Black Widow. I hope we get the opportunity to do an interview sometime soon. And I'd like to talk to her about her future, her life. We'd like to talk about her son Gage. I even she posted on her IG to follow her son. I did. He's a cute kid. He tells little stories. I like that. I support anybody who's on YouTube. Especially children, because they need the opportunity to, to show their creativity. Anyway, this was a good fight, and I wish the best of luck for both ladies in the future. And MMA is a tough thing. It is, but like I said, if you can find your niche and you find your way, you can have a real great future in it. You should be on the way, George Page. Don't like, subscribe, don't subscribe. I'm out.